This is KRDS News, your news source for the Annandale High School Cardinals.
Hello Annandale High School and welcome to KRDS News. I'm Rowan.
And I'm Aubrey. Thank you for joining us this Friday for the weekly news, updates, and announcements.
I hope you all enjoyed your week back at school after a long weekend of meeting with families and eating. Only 2 more weeks till winter break.
Door decorating will be starting up on Monday. SSRs must be done with their doors by 3:05 next Friday, December 13th, and voting will start the following Monday. Doors cannot have anything electronic and students should bring their own supplies. If you plan on using a picture of a staff member on your door, you need permission from them. The design must be school appropriate and has to be directly connected to the door, but can extend to the surrounding wall. Failure to follow these guidelines will result in disqualification. Looking forward to seeing some creativity.
The high school choirs are gearing up for their holiday concert this coming Monday. You can check that out at 7 p.m. that evening. And if music is your thing, be sure to mark your calendars for tunes and treats on the following Monday, December 16th, also at 7 p.m.
On another note, have you ever wondered what it's like to teach a language that opens doors to new cultures and opportunities? Well, today we're diving into the journey of one of our very own Spanish teachers, Mrs. Grote. Rowan had the chance to sit down with her to hear about her path to becoming a world language educator and what keeps her inspired every day.
I'm Mrs. Grote, and I've been a Spanish teacher here for 9 years. I'm also the head girls golf coach. I started taking Spanish classes when I was in high school, and I thought that they were really fun. My high school Spanish teacher was always that person that I could go to for advice. He was also a golf coach, so he inspired me to go into teaching Spanish, but also to coach golf as well. I think I really got passionate about Spanish when I went to college and then studied abroad. I studied abroad in Toledo, Spain, which is right outside of Madrid, and lived with a host family. And it was super challenging because they didn't speak any English, and so it really forced me to use my Spanish every day. That was really the moment where I felt really confident in my abilities to teach language, but also just to speak language on a daily basis. We also take students to Costa Rica as a part of our Spanish department. So I've been to Costa Rica twice, and we're going back a 3rd time. And then my husband and I have also been to Puerto Rico twice as well. My favorite teaching moment was getting home from our first Costa Rica trip. Profe and I took our first year, 24 students, to Costa Rica. She was brand new to the district, and it was my 3rd year of teaching. It was our first time taking students internationally. It was a great trip, but at the end of it, we were both like, we did it, we survived. All the students came back in one piece. I think it gave us both a lot of confidence and a lot of just fake it until you make it moments on that trip for sure. I have gotten a lot better at Spanish through teaching it, just because students ask me new words every day and I don't know every single word. My college prep Spanish class a lot of times will try to stump me and ask me words, and they'll be like, wait, you don't know that word? And so it's kind of fun because I've learned some different words through teaching it. I've also been put in situations throughout the school day where I've had to interpret for a family or help out students. I just try to make language learning as fun as possible. There's always new games and new activities that we can be doing in class. And that's one of my favorite parts of my day, is just connecting with students. And I think that helps me a lot to try to make my classroom content interesting and relevant. I think the biggest thing with learning a language is that you're not going to know everything right away. Even at my level of language with teaching it, I still don't know every word and every verb conjugation, and that's okay. There's always room to learn and always room to improve. Super helpful in jobs and in the global world to have another language. But just that basic human connection aspect of you're able to help out somebody in the community and also meet new people that you wouldn't be able to connect with otherwise.
Through staff and students, Annandale sure has a lot of incredible people.
This week, our KRDS correspondents, Ava, Aubrey, and Jaden, went out and tested students and teachers on their Minnesota state language knowledge. They were asked basic questions about their state. Let's see how they did. This is Students in the Wild.
I'm here with
Nick Olson.
What's the mascot of the U of M?
The Golden Gopher.
Gopher.
I'm here with
Fish.
What's the state fish?
The walleye.
The crappie.
Wrong.
Walleye.
The pike.
I'm here with
Mr. Mark.
How many times has Minnesota changed its state flag?
Twice.
3, 5.
Well, the obvious answer would be 1, but I'm thinking it's not that easy. It's a trick question. So I'm going to go with twice, just because I think it's a trick question. A twit question.
So it's actually 4. I'm here with
Carol.
what's the state food?
Hot dish. Tater tot hot dish.
Tater tot hot dish.
I would personally think it's tater tot hot dish.
Hot dish.
I don't know. Eggs?
So my first reaction is tater tot hot dish, but I think it's probably wild rice.
Wild rice soup. Wild rice.
I'm here with
Mrs. Calm.
which Minnesota city is considered the Halloween capital of the world?
Anoka! Anoka, all the way.
I'm here with
Mr. Herman.
where is the state twine ball located?
Oh, it's in Darwood, Minnesota.
I'm here with
Natalie. Amelia.
what's the state flower?
The May. No. What is it? Lady Slipper. Mayflower. Okay. Wait, I think I got it.
Tulip?
No, it's the Mayflower.
Flower.
The Indian flower or something. no, I know it. I know it. It's like the Lady Slipper. Yeah. The Lady Slipper. Tulip.
The rose.
Rose. Lady slipper.
Lady Slipper.
Yep.
While the Mayflower is linked to the early American history, the Lady Slipper has its very own story rooted in Minnesota's weather. Speaking of weather, here's our very own weatherman Steiny.
Thank you, Rowan. It's been real cold these last few days with some light dustings of snow that have accumulated to a little over an inch on the ground, but that's going to change soon due to the warm weather system moving in. We currently have a southwest wind blowing at 5 to 10 miles an hour and some heavy clouds. This will turn into cloudy skies later in the day and will continue throughout the weekend. The average low for the month of December is around 11 degrees Fahrenheit, while the average high is around 27. Today is going to be pretty close to that average, with a high of 28 and a low of 21. With warm west winds continuing to move throughout the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, we will be exceeding that average by quite a bit, with highs in the 40s and lows in the 20s. Temperatures will start to drop back down on Monday and will be back to normal December temperatures by Tuesday. Hopefully we can get a good stretch of cold weather to lock up some lakes and make some good ice so we can start the hard water season. That's all for the weather today. I'm your local weatherman Steiny. Now on to sports.
Thank you, Steiny. Now it's time for your Cardinal sports updates. I'm Aiden.
And I'm Keaton. Bison hockey has been on the ice for quite a while now. Zach, Aiden, and I interviewed some of Annandale's Bison to ask them some questions about themselves.
My name's Luke Berard. Been playing hockey for a long time, number 2 on the Bison. Team's looking pretty good this year. I got 1 goal personally, no big deal.
Gavin Dolly, I've been playing hockey for about 10 years now. I'm number 11. Some team goals, I think, are to get to the section final again and win it this year instead of lose. But yeah, I have 1 goal and 2 assists so far, and hope we can keep that going. Yeah.
So far this year, we're 1 and 2, but I think we can get 22 and 2 on the season. So
yeah, I agree, 100%. We have Chaska on Thursday, so hopefully we can beat them.
Their next hockey game is December 7th at Hopkins. Good luck on the rest of your season, boys.
The girls' gymnastics team had a competition last night away at Glencoe. This was their first meet, and they came out on top with a score of 123 to 122. Their next meet is a home meet on Tuesday. They'll be competing against Watertown Mayor Mount West Tonka. It's Parents' Night. Come and check them out.
The boys' basketball team played Big Lake last night, coming out with the win, 81 to 62, starting their season off 1-0. Their next game is Tuesday, away at Blake.
The girls' basketball had their first home game this Tuesday against Becker, coming out with the win with a score of 58 to 53. They had another game last night against Albany, taking home another win with a score of 61 to 48. Nice work.
The boys' wrestling team had a meet last night in Foley. They went 1-1, beating Big Lake, but came up short against Foley. Freshman Chloe Christos had her first wrestling match last night and won by a pin. Congratulations to her. That wraps up the news for the week. Enjoy your weekend, and thanks for tuning in to KRDS. I'm Keaton.
And I'm Aiden. And as always, go Cards.